Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dat Man Dooley, back in action once again. Y'all know where to find me: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm here with a few of my boys right now. My boy E, my boy X, my boy Wayne. Man, go ahead, E. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Man, what's happening, everybody? E Harris, the one and only. You know what I'm talking about? Bay Area's finest, Oakland's finest. Tap in on all social medias at E Harris, Eddie Harris. It's all good.
X, Wayne, what's up?
Go ahead.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy X, man. Maryland's finest. You know how Maryland do. You know what I'm saying? King of the DMV. We run the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to get into it.
And lastly, Wayne Galloway, Baltimore, Maryland representing. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, __ one Wayne. Mr. Spot on Sports. Shout out to dude for having me on.
Man, y'all know what's
shout out to Abdul.
Y'all know what it is, man. So let's get the people what they want right now. Y'all know what y'all here for, ladies and gentlemen. So first, what we're going to discuss is these boxing matches we got going on right now. So one of the big matches, which we've all been waiting to see, is Joshua versus Fury. Man, Wayne, tell me something. Who you got on that, Wayne? You feel me?
Godzilla and Kong, as I always keep saying. But I'm going to go with Kong, which is Joshua. Just based off his skill set, not disrespecting Fury, but the way he fought against Wilder and how he played around and he took it serious, but he also goofed around with him, not knowing that's a knockout specialist. But you go on with Joshua, it's a whole different ball game. This is a guy that's on his level. I feel like, and that can work him. That won't. He's not a type of guy that's going straight for knockout. He's going to work him. He's going to go body shots, get a couple jabs in. Very good defense. No disrespect Fury. I think it would be a very good fight. Both of them beat Klitschko. But easily, I think Joshua going to win this fight. No, and Joshua lost too. We all know he lost how the way he lost. But I don't think he's going to lose again. And not that way. And definitely not the Fury. Definitely not the Fury.
No, definitely no. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I honestly, what you feeling, X? What you feel on that?
I like that. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm taking Fury, man. To be honest with you guys, I really don't know, boxing like that, but I don't know too much about Anthony Joshua, but I've seen Tyson Fury fights, so I'm gonna go with what I know and what I see. So y'all gonna educate me. I know y'all gonna educate me on this conversation, but I think I definitely think Tyson Fury is gonna win, only because I see.
You want me to school you up real quick on some boxing?
Hey,
you're gonna end up right on the ground too.
Wayne, you know Joshua got a chance of losing. How you feel, Edo? Hold on, let's hear it. What you gotta say, E?
This is how I feel. Fury has to get dealt with for what he did to Wilder. We can't let that rock. He needs to get dealt with. So, you feel me? Regardless, I do think Fury he probably should be in the lead. Like they should favor him a little bit to win because he's a slugger, big body, underrated boxer. He can box. He's an underrated boxer. He can jab. He got the left check hook, the right. He can block. His defense is good. But at the end of the day, this is bigger than boxing to me. Anthony Joshua gotta step up for us right now because the way Fury was licking on Wilder's face that last fight, his ear licking his blood off of him, and the disrespect is just it's too high. This is too disrespectful. Like he has to knock him out. If I had to bet, I'd put my money on Joshua because of the stakes. Yeah, if I have to bet, I'm putting my money on Joshua.
Okay,
I can't bet. I can't put money on. I don't even respect the way Fury fought. I don't respect the taunting. I don't respect it. Like y'all haven't done enough in this sport for you to be acting how he was acting. Like he needed to stay humble. He needed to be humble, more humble.
Not just honestly, throw that out there.
Yeah.
It is a video of Fury, accused of cheating. I just hope y'all look into that more. Just look at
That's okay. That's true. That's true.
You know, and some of his hits was illegal. He was hitting them behind the head. The ref wasn't calling it.
he
I
know what he
remember.
doing.
I seen the
He
fight.
know what he doing. Yeah, I watched
He hit him in the back of his head
Now
2 or 3
listen,
times. Like that's illegal. That's illegal.
that was illegal. I'm not gonna lie. I rewatched the fight. He did hit him a couple times illegally. Now let's go back to the first fight. It was a draw. Fury won that fight too, in my opinion. Wilder knocked him out. Wilder knocked him down twice. Fury won the majority of those rounds. Okay.
Yeah, the knockdown saved him. If you knock somebody down, they give you more points. They give you more.
Exactly. Yeah. So you telling me, okay, he knocked down twice in 2 rounds, and I won 10 rounds, and I lost the fight? It's a draw? The Fury won that fight. So Fury came out the second fight trying to prove something. Okay. Now, is Joshua more skilled than Wilder? Nobody's gonna disagree with that. You know, because we all still waiting to see Wilder and Joshua. See, while we talking about it, who will win that matchup? Wilder and Joshua. Who y'all got if that was to go down?
Joshua.
Yeah,
Joshua?
I think
okay.
Joshua. It surprisingly, I think it would be close though.
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be closer. Wilder can't box to me. Like he's not a good boxer. He's more of a slugger.
Yeah.
You know, he depends more on his trying to knock somebody out. Yeah, he tried to knock you out the whole fight, but he's not a boxer, and I don't see him knocking Joshua out.
Good for him too, his whole career, but then it stopped right here.
Yeah, it stopped because it's that weight. He put Fury had 40 pounds on him when they weighed in.
Yeah,
like come on, yeah, that weight, yeah, it's different now. Like people, they can plan to dodge that right if you just make sure you stay away from that right the whole fight. You can be
right. Okay, so now since we still on the boxing, okay, I just got word, and it's not official, that Ortiz and Wilder are supposed to go at it. I think we can all agree that Wilder gonna whoop Ortiz. Yeah. I mean, how y'all feel about that?
He should. If Wilder's who we think he is, it should be some easy money for him.
He got a lot in his head right now, a lot on his mind. It's time to release it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you can overthink things though. Like when you, especially after coming off of what he came off of, I thought it was important for him to get back in the ring sooner than he is now. Like to kind of dust off some of the mental trauma from that last fight. I think he should have got in the ring sooner. Like it being this long, it make me have a little less faith in him because it's like I don't really know what's going on up there. You know what I mean?
Right. So I asked y'all a question before we started. You know, who y'all got as the top 3 boxers to ever do it? It could be any weight class. It could be, it could be defensive fighters. It could be an offensive fighter. Top 3 is pretty tough, but I think y'all the man to handle that, man. So talk to me, X. What you got for me, X? Who you got in the top 3?
I got as my number 3. I have Floyd Money Mayweather. As my number 2, I got Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
And I don't know about no Sugar Ray.
I've seen some film now on YouTube. That's all I got. I've seen some film.
It's all you need. It's all you need.
Okay.
One, we all know Mike Tyson was that dog. I'm gonna choose Mike Tyson over anybody in history of boxing because I know a prime Mike Tyson. Sometimes 9 times out of 10, the fight. If I turn my head and turn back, the fight over. You know what I'm saying?
I have a clarifying question. I need to know: is this your personal favorite, or is this who you think is the best? Like let's
personal feeling.
Be truthful. Who do you like the most?
Yes.
Not okay.
Yeah. It's damn sure Mike Tyson. It's Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah. You gotta
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
No, I'm listening. Keep talking.
Why you say Mike Tyson though? Don't say just because of knockout. Say getting more depth.
Because he had the speed for he weighed like 250, if I'm not mistaken, 250 somewhere around there, 245. He that big to have that speed. He was just as fast as Floyd. He had a strong arm like Foreman.
So we talking about built. We talking about body. That's why he's good. He's big.
And we talking about the build, the attributes he had.
What about his off the out the ring for the society? What about that? Was he a great because of that, or we talking about pure boxing?
We can't judge a fighter off of what's happening outside the ring, can we?
But that was a lot of his popularity, though. A lot of his popularity did come outside the ring as well. But he was knocking people out. He was knocking niggas out. People were scared. People were scared of Tyson. What are the attributes that you like about Tyson? What are the top X? What are your top attributes?
The power, the speed, and the technique.
What technique?
Well, hold on. Technique-wise, we're not talking about Wilder here. Tyson and Wilder are both brawlers.
Wilder had technique.
He had way more technique than Wilder. Way more technique than Wilder. And Tyson is a brawler. We all know Tyson a brawler, but as far as who got more technique, Tyson got technique versus Wilder for sure. So just to state that real quick.
Honestly, it not taking away from y'all, top threes or whoever, but the people that said Muhammad Ali, I cringe a little bit when you guys say Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Well, Wayne said it.
I'm gonna get him.
Mike Tyson would have knocked his ass out, and I believe that. A prime Ali versus a prime Tyson would have knocked his ass out.
For you to sit here disrespect Muhammad Ali,
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying. You Tyson knocking his ass out. I'm putting all my savings on. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't want to take part
out there. Tyson gonna look like George Foreman out there.
You crazy as hell.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm gonna just tell you why Muhammad Ali number one. My top three, I'm gonna break it down. But it's Muhammad Ali to me, Roy Jones Jr. Not just because he's my favorite. You better watch him. And Sugar Ray Leonard. You know how sugar tastes? Dude, when something is dry and you put it in a cup of drink or something, it turns sweet. That's how good he was. Really thought he was a bag of sugar, like he made sugar. But just about Muhammad Ali, the things he did outside the ring, one, that put his career at a certain level. And then the things he did inside the ring, he invented the rope-a-dope. The man float like a talk this trash and backed it up. Changed his name and beat somebody named Sonny Liston to telling him why he beat him. What's my name? Like, do you not realize how great that is?
No. Don't fail to realize the man that beat Muhammad Ali, Tyson, came back and whooped his ass for Muhammad Ali.
If you do realize Muhammad Ali took a step away from boxing so he won't go in the military. And when he came back, he did win, but eventually he was old. So know your history, first of all. Second of all,
that don't matter. No,
you didn't know that. No, don't say it don't matter because Mike Tyson the same one that lost too. When he started losing, we're not gonna. It's the same thing.
One of his losses came from him being intoxicated the night before.
Hey, excuse, right? Y'all hear that, right? That's excuse. My man sat in jail for 4 years. Did Tyson do that?
Bro, the great
Tyson didn't go. Tyson went to prison, but he ain't go to jail for 4 years. He ain't go to jail for that long. Okay, but hold on, no. While we over the, I see half the panel disagrees with Tyson. Let me just jump in on this real quick. Tyson.
Where did you have Tyson? You had Tyson at number 1, X.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. My top 3 is in no particular order, just so y'all know. Tyson,
you gotta have an order. No, you gotta have an order. If they got an order, you gotta have an order.
That's the whole sugar. Oh, okay, that's fine. Tyson, number 1. Number 2, Roy Jones Jr. Number 3, Muhammad Ali, also known as Cassius Clay, my brothers and sisters that are watching. Okay, now listen though, you want to talk about Tyson? Nobody else was more of a prodigy than Tyson. Yeah, a prodigy. Tyson was knocking out grown men as a teenager. Was you doing that, X?
LeBron before LeBron.
You was knocking out grown men as a teenager. Was knocking out grown men as a boy.
You can go to the bathroom and come back to fight over. Tyson won.
I'm just saying that's impressive. That is impressive, my guys. That is impressive. No other boxer was just flopping grown men like that as a teenager. Nah.
You don't know that. We really don't know that. They got stories they ain't told, but keep going.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. And just for the record, it for sure wasn't Floyd. Floyd wasn't knocking out nobody as a teenager. Not no grown man.
But does knocking out somebody really tell how good of a boxer somebody is, though?
Telling me, getting me.
It puts fear in the man's heart when they see you knock out somebody quick, though.
It does, but does that make you a better boxer? Just because you knock? Because some of the worst boxers got knockout power and nothing else.
Holyfield.
Once you're consistent.
Hold on, Holyfield, one of the best ever. What you mean?
I'm just saying, since he beat Mike Tyson.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
I'm just throwing it in since y'all wanted all this power.
Yeah, no. Tyson's worst loss was to James Buster Douglas. Okay. That was
bad. That was bad.
1990. Yes, 1990.
Don King got to check out that.
Mind you, yes, the odds was 42-1, y'all. Think about if you took $1,000 to Vegas back in '92 on Buster, you would have won $42K. That's how bad the odds was. Nobody thought Buster Douglas was about to beat Tyson, let alone knock him out. But let me tell y'all something funny about that fight. In that fight, Mike Tyson still knocked Buster Douglas down off an uppercut. Still. But Buster Douglas basically won the fight because he was banking him all the rounds. Tyson head wasn't in the game for some reason. But anyway, did you say your top three?
I didn't.
Okay.
So my top three, I'm going to give you two different top threes. Because I think it's hard to give one top three when you're talking about the greatest and when you're talking about your favorite. Because my favorite, I don't think, are the greatest fighters.
Okay.
My favorite fighters, Andre Ward, Mayweather, Muhammad Ali. Those are my three greatest favorite personal favorites.
Good. I like Ward.
In an order of the greatest, I put Muhammad Ali number one.
Oh Lord, jeez.
I put Floyd number two, and I got Ward at three. I got two undefeated fighters in my top three.
Oh hell no!
You said Ali, Floyd,
and Andre Ward.
They're your favorite in the great.
Yeah, that's true. But the order, it was the order. It's just the order. That's it. It's just the order.
Okay, yeah.
It's just the order.
Hold on, what?
I know Muhammad Ali is greater than all of them niggas, but I like Floyd better. And I like Andre better. I like them boxers better. But I know that Muhammad Ali is greater. Andre Ward, I think, is one of the most underrated boxers of all time.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather. Those are my three greatest, and I really feel like with Muhammad Ali, the disrespect is crazy. I feel like there's no way that these boxers would be able to do what he did at that time. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So it's like it's really unfair. Like Muhammad Ali is really like Jordan. Like you might as well not even talk about him. Don't even compare. There's no LeBron to this conversation. You can't compare. You can't compare.
You're a Raiders
no,
fan,
you can't compare.
I like
you can't compare.
Yeah.
Nobody else really to Muhammad Ali. Take him out of the top three because it's really unfair. It's really unfair. Nobody else.
No, I was gonna say, X looked like he wanted to butt in on what you were saying. What?
I'm not trying to disrespect Muhammad Ali, but if I had to put him anywhere, he'd be number 6, number 5 all time.
6? That's disrespectful.
I feel like people now. I would put him number 1 as far as outside.
Because this is what people don't understand, though. We don't live in the Jim Crow era right now. You got to understand how much more pressure, how many more people set up, how more easier it was to get set up, and all that around that time with Muhammad Ali. He had the judges didn't even want to say when he won.
Oh, I got an interesting story.
They was paid
about
off. Yeah. Go ahead, Wayne.
Nobody knew. If y'all, I watch a lot of TV. The show, it's a show about a mobster back then. I forgot his name. He had Malcolm together. Gangster from Harlem or something from Harlem.
Yeah, Bumpy Johnson.
Oh my gosh. There was a scene on there where Ali, he got kidnapped by some mobsters and they told him to throw the fight or we're gonna kill you. The man still went up. You know how hard that was? Yeah, man, there's some stuff that we don't know about that there was like subliminal messages or the truth in the movies with Bumpy Johnson. If you don't know who Bumpy Johnson is, you gotta research him. That's a gangster. That's a straight gangster. And I ain't talking about gangster.
He put Bumpy Johnson put Frank Lucas on. He put Frank Lucas on. Yeah.
Ali in that movie, they had a fake Ali on there. He got kidnapped. By some monsters, and they told him throw the fight and went out there still won.
I ain't know that story, but that just go to
watch Miami for 5 nights with Malcolm, Jim Brown. Man, y'all got people people don't know the history, man. Y'all gotta watch black movies. Like
them circumstances is unparalleled. Like you see Floyd Mayweather's pressure. The pressure that Buster Douglas and all these other boxers have, it's not even comparable. It's not comparable, bro.
First of all, Floyd ain't got no pressure because Floyd is not a competitor. Floyd fights for the business side of things, and that is why Floyd is not in my top 3.
But that's what you gotta fight for, though. What else is you fighting for?
No. Boxing is no. Sports is not about
money. You gotta give him credit for that. I give him credit.
And you look at him in the street fight like, no, I don't want to fight because he's too big. You running away. So that's like a street fight. I
feel like you got to give him credit for being smart because we give white people that type of credit. We give white people credit for being strategic when it comes to the different ways that they choose their fights. Same thing with Oscar De La Hoya. Look at Oscar De La Hoya. Look at a lot of the other fighters who did the same thing with they promoters, with Al Heyman and them. They did the same thing. They picked and chose who they felt the warm-up fights. They even labeled the fights. They knew the contenders wasn't good enough. This is a warm-up. This is a warm-up. The fight that's gonna happen with Wilder. That's what is that? That's a warm-up. That's not people know that the results of that. Don't
nobody want to see Wilder fight Joshua or Fury right now. People want to see Joshua and Fury. Don't nobody want to see Wilder fight Joshua. So Wilder got to fight somebody. So why not fight Ortiz, the man who knocked out, who beat Joshua, and I don't know. I still to this day, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Ortiz, and I'm going to give Ortiz all the credit. Okay,
it was a fluke. It was kind of.
No, what it was Joshua underestimated him. That's what happened. He underestimated him, and he got hit in the mouth. Well, that's all. That's all that happened. But yeah, man. Well, when it come to Floyd, man, okay, at least De La Hoya fought Pacquiao when Pacquiao was hot back in 2009. De La Hoya got knocked out back in 2009 from Pacquiao. Same time, Floyd was winning from Pacquiao.
But this is the thing, though. When we talk about boxing, this is one of the most dangerous. This is the most dangerous sport.
Period. It is. It's ranked number 1 dangerous.
This is not who got the biggest boxers contest and none of that. This is about money too. This is about being strategic too, outside of the ring, choosing your opponents the right way. I give boxers credit for that. I give Floyd credit for not fighting them. I would say thought it wasn't a good idea. I think that's genius.
The fight boxers do, the money they get, they gotta last them for a while into the next fight. Or if they don't got something going on outside of boxing, which I was saying, that money that they get that fight gotta last them until they make whatever they do outside of that money gotta last them.
Right.
For another fight, you gotta be strategic, especially when you coming up, you can be more reckless because you gotta prove yourself. After you establish, you gotta chill. You can't just be taking anybody. You gotta make them work for it and want it more 10 times than you want it before you really. Take it.
Anybody though. At that point in time, it was Floyd had to whoop Pacquiao. Pacquiao was the man. So Pacquiao wasn't just anybody.
Really, they gassed him up. He's a perfect example of a boxer who got big off of people giving. Who did he fight?
Pacquiao.
He wasn't really beating nobody.
Floyd fought. The only person
Pacquiao was hype.
It was all old though.
Because his speed, because his little speed he got.
He was fast.
Then the name Pacquiao, like that's a little Pac-Man. They try to,
Yeah, it was promotion.
Marketing.
He was fighting overseas. Over in all type of countries. He came to the U.S. with.
Hold on, that's what boxing is about. It's about taking your talents to any venue. Hold on. Tyson fought in Tokyo, Japan. That's where Buster Douglas knocked him out at.
That wasn't smart, though, was it? That wasn't smart, was
it? The Rumble in the Jungle was in Africa. Boxing is about taking your talents wherever it's at, and I'm gonna square up with you in Asia. We gonna fight in Africa.
Not
We
the
gonna fight in
best.
Australia.
Not the best.
If
Not
need,
the best.
Floyd over here. Oh, I don't want to leave the United States of America. You don't get no credit for that. That ain't boxing. What? You better go see this man in the middle of space. If that's what's calling it, you know.
Not if you got kids in the family. That's reckless. That's
Man,
reckless.
Ali had kids in the family. He went to go knock out George Foreman, the Rumble in Zaire.
That's where he got. That's where he met his second wife at, though. So things probably wasn't going the best.
That's crazy too.
Right.
He met his second wife when he went.
Yo, found a whole another woman down there. Like,
yeah.
No, they loved him. They loved him. But anyways, man, let's move on, man. Y'all already know what time it is right now, man. So I need to hear from y'all. We're going to go with my boy X first and foremost. You feel me? Who you got, X? Tell me right now who you got, bro, as the NBA MVP, my man.
This may be the.
I would say LeBron.
This nigga's not even watching NBA right now. He's not watching NBA right now.
Why'd I know he was gonna say that though?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. I know you're not watching NBA right now.
I ain't finished. But if I had to set, I'm always choose LeBron. I don't care if he the damn sorry he's playing the league. But
See,
if I had to be honest with myself, though, truthfully, I would say Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Let me breathe.
Yep.
I ain't gonna disrespect what he doing, man.
No.
What he did the other night, especially 50.
Mm-hmm.
Why Dame Dollar?
Or James Harden is creeping up in there too with that 40-point triple-double yet. That's unheard of. I mean, rare. It's heard of, but it's rare that a player does that, man. 40 points, triple-double.
It's rare. No, it's the second player in Nets history. Just for the record, the only other player in Nets history to have a 40-point triple-double was Vince Carter. But anyways, who you got, Wayne? NBA MVP.
I'm at to agree with X. Surprisingly, we're on the same page. At first you had me a little off, and I'm back to knowing that. So glad you started paying attention to what's really going on. It's between him and Harden for me. And B, he got injured. That dropped his MVP status. Giannis didn't have it. I don't know why they hype him. Yeah, he didn't even have it. LeBron had a chance, but like I said, the Lakers started losing. That got out of there. Joker, the Nuggets are in the middle. He on and off some games. That dropped him. Curry had it. Curry lost it. Dame and Harden. It's debatable between Dame and Harden right now. Harden may got it just because I do say like the record breaking and not Durant playing, and he doing a lot of work and coming from a new team and putting in a lot of work. I feel like Harden, Dame do too, but I feel like Harden got him just right there.
Curry,
it's because they know how the MVP criteria is. It go by the team record and the player. So I feel like Harden got it right there.
Okay. What you feeling, E? Tell me something.
If we picking today, this is not who you think. If we picking who we think by the end of the season, but if we picking today, I give it to Embiid still, even though he injured. If we picking today, that's who I give it to.
Hell,
I can't give it to Harden because he switched teams and you lose points for that team in the middle of the season. We're not 20 games in, 15 games in, he got traded. You still lose some points a little bit. And then he on a stacked team too. So I don't think he can get it. I don't think he's gonna get it. His team is stacked. He been had Kyrie. Kyrie been putting up 30, 40 a game right on the side of him. Of course, he's going to get a triple-double on the side of that. I can't give it to him. I think Dame is a sneaky second, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Steph disappointed me. I really think he should have been in more in the running. Even though he's working with the least, he should be doing more, to be in the discussion. And yeah, it's between them two to me, Joel and Dame. And if you're choosing today, I give it to Joel still.
Okay.
To the Lakers.
Well, that's
what about the Lakers?
No, I said Steph Curry. I don't know if y'all seen on social media. Steph looking at the bench over at the Lakers bench. He coming to the Lakers.
Nah, that would be nice to see Ron and Steph.
Keep dreaming.
No, it's pretty much a 3-1 agreement. You feel me? I mean, well, for me, it's hands down right now, Harden. Just the way he playing basketball right now, he's untouchable. You know, what he's doing for that Brooklyn team offensively, scoring wise, passing wise. It's a reason he runs the point. You know, Kyrie don't run the point. Why? Because Kyrie don't see the court like Harden. All Kyrie see is one thing, the basket. That's all Kyrie see. Harden see the basket and he gonna read the floor.
Time out though, guys. I got a side question. I know, I don't want to be too much off topic, but I'm just curious to know you guys' answer to this. Me and Dooley already say LeBron's the GOAT. I mean, we already
the GOAT.
But in your opinion, and y'all E and Wayne, if LeBron beats this Brooklyn team with Anthony Davis, obviously, is he the greatest?
Can I go first? Thank you. If he beat them, it's rigged. He's not beating him. It's rigged. Ain't no way. Two people beating 4 or 5 guys. Ain't no way. It's rigged. I mean, I'm gonna speak the truth. I like to speak the truth. It's rigged now. Just to say it. I don't think they supposed to win last year against the talented Heat team. No disrespect to
that bubble ring was skeptical. I've been telling Dude that that bubble ring was iffy, man. That bubble ring was ring was set up.
I don't care about none of that.
It was set up. Listen, I don't even count that ring. I've been telling him that bubble ring. You don't count that bubble ring. You can get one of them rings out the little machine at the mall.
Lose to no freaking Lakers. The Lakers supposed to like to eat the Nuggets. You know how talented the Nuggets is. Y'all really watch them on a daily
LeBron should have about 10 tampering fees. He been tampering with Curry all month.
It's ready.
But no, to answer your question,
I don't even know what to say.
Absolutely not. He can win this year and next year and still wouldn't be the greatest. It'd be a discussion. It'll be a discussion.
Yeah, to me, he could keep winning. It's not, the man never lost the final.
It could be a discussion. It's not like blasphemous to talk about it. We could talk about it. It's not blasphemous. It's a reputable
like they always
question.
say, greatest player is Jordan. Best athlete is LeBron.
But
he's a great athlete. Yeah, athletic for sure. He could play football if he wanted to.
Per basketball player, Jordan got
But there's too many basketball players who can do what he does. Even though there's a lot of players who can't do every single thing that he does. There's a lot of players that do more than half of what LeBron does.
You see what LaMelo just said recently?
But it doesn't turn out to win. Right. Because, for instance, CP passed better than Bron. How many times CP been in the finals?
It's not about that. It's not about just it's about who you are.
Durant a better scorer than Bron. How many times Durant been in the finals?
Obviously, nobody.
He ain't lost 6, though.
They don't even respect LeBron right now. They call it. You got LaMelo saying he wasn't even phased by him just yesterday, day before.
LaMelo keeping it.
They don't call him the king. They called the man Jesus back then. Black Jesus.
Technically speaking, Jordan hasn't done nothing in this.
Let's change the topic before we get real heated because I'm not doing it right now.
Hold on. I don't even know how this got about Bron, but that's X for you. See, I ain't even bring up Bron.
I'm gonna leave it like this though. I'm gonna leave it at this. Jordan has done nothing in this league that makes him untouchable if y'all got him as y'all go. And that's
not true. That's not true.
Nobody's untouchable. First of all,
watch the last game.
No, but what he said was he hasn't done anything, and that's true because he's done things that LeBron hasn't done. One of them is going to 6 straight finals, winning all 6.
By the way, Jordan didn't do that. Jordan did that.
He lost 6.
Let's get that straight right now. It's not about one game. Jordan didn't go to 6 finals.
We're talking about one player. We're talking about one player.
How many players does Jordan face in the finals that are better than Kevin Durant? None of them.
Zero.
None of them.
Zero.
None of them.
He faced a lot of players that are better than KD.
Warriors with Kevin Durant.
You was just trying to take KD's credit away. You just
no. He brings up a question to you.
You just said it was Buns.
It's better than Durant. Name one. Name them.
One? I can name a few.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're waiting.
I can name a few, but I don't think we want to really go there.
Oh, hey! You see the man trying to offer up you.
Gary Payton.
You know the man ain't got no answers.
I was trying to name some people. You want me to name some people?
Let the man. Okay, what's up?
Or not? Name some people.
Oh my God! Is it gonna take you? What? How long is it gonna take you?
That's better than Kevin Durant. Name
Sean Kemp.
Better than
I'm
Gary Payton.
Sean Kemp.
Magic. No, this is what I'm comparing them to. Because first you just said it wasn't a team. You just said it was a team. You said it's not one player. So I'm responding to that. You said it's not one player, it's a team. That's what you said. So there were multiple teams Jordan played that were much better than teams that Durant was on. So my point, what I was going to get to, was naming all the teams that was better than the ones KD's been on. Or not the Warriors, but just KD in general.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Warriors, because you're talking about the teams. You're saying the teams. That's what you said.
Well, Jordan had a better team than what LeBron always had. Am I lying?
Yes, for that era, absolutely.
Yes. He had the juggernaut team, so he didn't have to play a juggernaut team because he was the juggernaut team.
I'm not even following that.
All I'm saying, I don't agree.
Jordan
brought them along. They weren't who they was. The only person who was solidified was Dennis Rodman. Outside of that, he brought everybody else along, yo. They wasn't superstars. They didn't know how to win.
Yeah,
Jordan taught them how to win.
The team over the way, you know.
Jordan got drafted in 84. So what happened 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90?
We know what was happening. Bop, 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 out the playoffs.
Was he getting swept in the finals?
So what? Yeah,
he
Jordan wouldn't have lost
the first finals record's clean.
Hey, hold on, listen.
It don't matter. It ain't no what.
This how you know somebody a Bron hater. How you gonna say finals losses are more embarrassing than not making the finals?
It is, bro. It is more embarrassing. It is more embarrassing.
A final loss means my team came.
If you lose 6 of them, then it is more embarrassing.
We came number 2.
That type of competition. If
you lose 6 of them,
I have nothing.
This is the thing, though. This is what we're saying. You know, Jordan would have never lost if he got to the finals. Period. We know that for a fact. That can be proven.
I'm
Jordan's team never lost in the finals.
Okay, but so we're not talking about the players no more. When it's not beneficial, you want to talk about the team. Then when it's beneficial, you talk about LeBron.
That's what it's about. Wayne, sit down.
Actually, ain't go to prom. So I need him to watch the last dance.
Jordan
ain't go to prom. He needs to watch the last dance.
Jordan couldn't carry the 2007 Cavs. He couldn't do it. He couldn't
carry
it for the finals.
Can we get off this topic?
Did they win?
First of all, Jordan never been to the finals without Scottie Pippen. He ain't been to one finals without Scottie. Not one. Not one. Oh, guess what? Bron won it without Wade. He won it without Kyrie. Bron won it without AD. Okay. He don't need
that argument is horrible.
His game.
He won it without D Wade, but he was with who? Who else was he with?
It don't matter what the point is. He can win it.
He won it without AD, but who else was he with?
He went.
Come on. Oh, he went without him. Yeah. He went without him.
Hey, but anyways, let's not get too deep in on that because we was just talking about the NBA MVP. My man.
One person got 6 finals MVPs and one got 6 finals losses. We can move forward.
Yeah, that's fine. 40, 10 to 10. Great.
I ain't even got another.
Put it this way: when you talk about stats.
I thought he was moving on.
When you talk, okay, yeah. Okay, well, hold on. We're gonna move on.
LeBron is the same stat pattern.
That's what we go.
LeBron was in the game in the fourth quarter the other day against the Warriors after they was up by 20 to get a triple-double to get one.
LeBron has the most clutch shots in NBA history. Okay,
but he's more clutcher than Jordan and Kobe.
Okay, ever since 2012, there's 3 players in the NBA. Dame,
LeBron. LeBron is the greatest. LeBron is the greatest stat pattern of all time.
I'm sorry. Stat pattern doesn't exist when they win.
when you up by 30 in the fourth quarter.
This is the difference between LeBron and Westbrook. Westbrook stat pads, and Westbrook can't get a win to save his life. If LeBron was stat padding, he'd be losing.
No, stat padding is when you up. You got to be up.
Say is
the game is decided.
I get
it. LeBron would have been undefeated too if he was playing in that era.
Hell no, bro! What? Come on, bro! No, that's not true. Come on, bro. If he's not undefeated now, he wouldn't be undefeated then.
The players now are better than the players then.
One person,
they're not. Not really.
It's over.
Skill wise, yes. It's just not a tougher game. That's all. It ain't tougher. It ain't tougher. Skill wise, it's
all
a
that
reason
jumping. LeBron would have got slammed on his back, bro.
Wait,
LeBron would have got slammed on his back.
Do this too. You do this too.
Listen,
do that too.
Bron definitely could have played in that era. Okay, like that's no. People say Bron ain't tough. The man 6'8", 260, bulldozing people. Of course, he could have played in that era. What?
People, hold on, Dooley. People forget. They always say LeBron's soft. The league really didn't start getting, I would say, soft until like 2011, 2012-ish.
Nah, like 2003.
Oh, hell no.
Why gotta be the year Bron dropped?
2003. I'm just saying.
Why gotta be the year Bron got
Matt Barnes, you watch All the Smoke. Matt Barnes and Stephen A. will tell you. Matt Barnes and Stephen, this is what they said. This is what Matt Barnes and Stephen A. Jackson said. I disagree with them.
Two damn near bench players talking. That's two damn near bench
players. They know.
Listen, me and this man, find me those quotes. Find me those quotes. With Matt Barnes,
I'll Google it. I'll Google it and put it in the chat.
Yeah, please. Send me those quotes. I want to see
that. Were tough. Celtics were tough. You had the
tough. No, it's just levels where it changes. It's not that the people are not tough now. It's teams that's tough now that try to play tough now. It's just the level dropped down tremendously. That's when a lot of the rules change. That's when they stop the hand checking. When they stop the hand checking in certain shit, that's when shit start changing.
Yeah.
I guess we wasn't blessed. The Lord didn't bless us to see Michael and LeBron play in their prime, but we'll never know. You know what I'm saying? Really, in my opinion, I'm gonna leave it at this. I swear to God, I'm gonna leave it at this. To be honest, if I like having fun arguing about this, but at the end of the day, what I really think is there is no such thing as the greatest of all time, because it was so many great talent, so many great players. So if I had to,
outside of Jordan, you can't really talk about it. I agree.
Nah, anyways, X, listen. I've been dealing with this man.
I hear you, X, and I think you're right.
Going at it for 15 years.
I think you're right, X. I think you're right. It's great. It's different eras do have different players that were like the best. It's different players, different eras, like for sure. It's just nobody's ever been to 6 and won all 6. That's
let's just be honest.
Had 11, and nobody's ever had 11 championships.
No, but this is what I'm gonna say about Jordan. Jordan had the best, most winning career out of any stars. Okay, he had the best. Jordan is outside of Bill Russell.
Okay,
Jordan is the best winner. Okay. He's the best
of the modern day, because
does that make him the greatest of all time?
Rings with ABA. With the ABA, he got Bill Russell got some of his rings with the ABA.
Right. So the fact that Jordan the best winner of all time, does that make you the greatest in a team sport? Absolutely not.
It's about how you do it. It's about how you do it, though. It's not just doing it. It's about how you do it.
He's the best, and this coming from a LeBron fan. Any LeBron fan that debate LeBron a better winner than Jordan, that's false. That's false. Put it this way. Unless LeBron,
clap that up for him, man. Clap that up for him. That's real.
Listen, if LeBron,
that's real, dude. That's real, dude. You know, Jordan wouldn't have gave the ball to Ray Allen in the corner, because you know that. That's why.
What you mean? Bosh grabbed the rebound, smart man.
And he gave it to Steve Kerr and John Paxson.
Just to throw this in there, y'all can't dance. Just watch the Last Dance on Netflix. Enjoy the show. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, and keep an eye out for LeBron's documentary when he retires. It's gonna be
exactly
called The King's Throne.
I don't think we be arguing.
It should be called Never Neverland. It should be called I Can.
Right. Okay. We moving on, man. Boom. NFL trade deadline, man. You know, free agency, all that good stuff, man. So what y'all feeling? What y'all feeling? Y'all, who you think came up in the free agent market, man? Talk to me, Wayne. Who you got?
I'm not gonna say New England. I think Washington, offensively. You got Fitzmagic. The team keeps sleeping on him, not giving him chances, and he shows every time he gets steps on the field. He'll throw the ball like he's a quarterback. He's going to throw the ball a lot. Then they just signed Curtis Samuel with McLaurin, and they're already improving as a team. I feel like they're going to come out, very aggressive into the next year. This year, defensively, Washington can get better. They didn't make a lot of moves defense yet, but I think they should. Another good move that I like. I don't want to say New England. I don't want to say because New England, they got a lot of good picks, but we know how the Patriots is. You can sign all these players, but by training camp, they be gone because you're not fitting in scheme. So I really don't want to say New England right now. Bears stupidest trade, Andy Dalton to the Bears. That was just stupid. You got orange head and orange team logo. I don't know what that was. Like some mad trade right there. I really don't know what's the best trade that I've seen because Van
I
Noy
don't
went back
think
to the
enough
Patriots.
really happened yet.
That's not. Yeah, it's not really a big.
It's
Gallaudet,
not
we
a
don't know
lot
what
has happened
Gallaudet go
really.
at yet.
What about
Beckley
yesterday?
signed to Dallas.
You seen Patrick Peterson signed to the Vikings
That's
yesterday?
another Xavier Rose. That's nothing new. That's another Xavier Rose. I don't think that's nothing new. Cardinals AJ Green. I'm gonna hype that up because now you look at the defense about it. They gotta put 50 up and then they're gonna give up 50. So they just like that. People looking at that, like, oh, Hobson and AJ. That's like you playing them. It's a mad game. They gonna lose by 50 and they gonna put up 50. I really don't know what's a good move. I'm not gonna say my team the Chargers because we signed the center, but linemen, you could and centers come and go. You could get a center, so I'm not gonna say that either. Yeah. Buffalo, Emmanuel Sanders. I think that was actually a sneakily good trade. He as a smart receiver as he is, him and Stephon Diggs, and how the Buffalo Bills was last year, they didn't release a lot of players and they kept the same team. I feel like Buffalo got a good trade. It made a good move. I don't know too much. Everybody else, it's still like up and down right now.
Yeah,
and there's still a lot of players left out there. Ty, Juju, it's still a lot of good players out.
I know, right? No, I'm curious to see where Juju gonna go personally, but Patrick Peterson signing yesterday was big for me. Going to the Vikings, the Vikings need that defensive coverage, and then y'all already know, like I stated the other night on our other podcast on Spot On Sports, baby. I stated the fact that what's his name? Andy Dalton to the Chicago Bears. Mind you, Trubisky just signed somewhere else this morning. I think Buffalo. So they kicked Trubisky out, okay? Or Trubisky knew he was not about to start over Andy Dalton. Let's just be honest right there, okay? So the Bears are obviously going with Dalton as their starting man, okay? What about you, X? How you feeling?
I'm very, very excited for what Bill Belichick has done. So guys, man, I don't care. For what Bill Belichick has done, giving Cam Newton some weapons that he needs and deserves. I'm hoping he can sign a T.Y. Hilton though, because Edelman, he done his time. Edelman is a good, decent receiver, but he ain't the receiver. We need a. I really would love to get Juju. You know what I'm saying? Because we need an X factor. Like them X factors on Madden. Those the real deal players.
This ain't Madden.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
We need a real deal player, man. That's all I'm saying. We need an X factor player. But I like how I'm kind of glad Trubisky. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Trubisky. I kind of like him gone. Because like I said before on the other podcast, Trubisky's in the same conversation with Jay Cutler for me. As far as quarterbacks. So I'm glad he left the Bears. I really want to see what the Washington football team is going to do, man. They had a I'm not going to say great season. They had a good season last year. They made it to the playoffs. But their offense was a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? But now that they brought the new pieces in, man, I'm just excited for them because I'm a Chase Young fan as well. He's from Maryland. We from Maryland, so I'm rocking with Chase Young all the way. And that's about it. I mean, the Chargers they picked up the center, yeah, but they still ass. The Buffalo Bills are, I love Stephon Diggs, another dude from Maryland, by the way, Stephon Diggs. I really like them guys over there. And Josh Allen is a really, really good quarterback. Can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see what's his name come back. Quarterback for the Bengals. What's his name?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Yep.
Can't wait.
Broken leg, Burrow.
But he needs he's going to need some weapons though, man. Bengals need to do stuff.
They top 5 in the draft next year. Come on, get it over.
And AJ Green, he should have came to the Patriots. Really, in my opinion. He's at the
I'm
tail
sorry
end
if the Rock
career.
throw him in.
He's at the tail end of his career, and he needs to come to the Patriots.
As I studied the NFL and studied people teams, you don't even know your. Man, I told y'all before the show, he's not even a real Patriots fan. 1, 2, you should know Bill Belichick. He don't care how good you are or how good you was. He not signing nobody that he don't see fit. The
He don't
same.
care
You
how
talking about
good
getting
you are.
Juju and
He
Adrian?
don't
They don't even
care
have a
how
chance
good
of going to
you
New
are.
England. They don't have a
Please
chance of going there.
Please watch
You
you.
don't, I don't know what you look at.
Everybody
What you
cares.
look at. Observe your team and know your team. And you for saying the Chargers had a bad pick. We just got your boy Jared Cook. I don't know one person on earth that loves Jared Cook as a tight end. This man loves Jared Cook. That's all I gotta say.
I love Jared Cook. I think he was a decent tight end. I wouldn't say he's great. He was decent.
He decent.
I
You
put him
giving
in
me,
tight
you
end
giving
slot.
me Max and Skip vibes right now, man. Like
The Chargers, sorry, ass need to stay out of the conversation.
that's a hate. That's a hate crime right there. He coming at me because I'm a Chargers fan. That's a hate crime.
They ain't one's talking.
You got Oakland down there. That's terrible than us. And you got, I'm doing what's your team?
Man, I'm a Washington Redskin fan. I ain't.
Oh, definitely terrible. And you talking about my team? Come on, man.
Yeah. Ever since the great Sean Taylor died, I vouched to them.
They
Okay.
can't even protect the capital. Like, come on, man.
Oh man,
The Skins made it to the. We made it to the playoffs last season. What y'all do last season? Yeah. Matter of fact, hold on. He's a Raiders fan. He's a Patriots fan. You a Chargers fan. The Redskins, the only team that made it to the playoffs last year.
Football
Okay.
team.
Okay.
Not wrong
Okay.
name. Football team.
Okay.
That's a
Football.
participation award.
Just make it show. Because none of
Participation
y'all teams
award.
Y'all ain't
to the
supposed to
playoffs.
make it. The NFL rules only got y'all because they said every team from a division got in. That's the only reason y'all got it.
Playoffs is just a
No, I ain't gonna
participation
lie though.
award.
We were 6-9. Okay, we got in, so I can't even really say.
So that was the worst record of all time to get in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Dooley.
Yeah. But nonetheless, my boys got playoff checks. Y'all boys got sent home. You know. So, what you got for me, E? What you got for me, E?
To be honest with you, I don't really think there's been nothing exciting happening this free agent to me. Everything, all of the moves are just hella low level, really, like routine things. Like, okay, the moves it's the things that may happen that could be exciting. Like if Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson, if he leaves, that could be interesting because he look like they GM haven't been, showing him love or whatever. Same thing with Deshaun Watson. If he leaves, like, where he gonna go, what he gonna do? Like, that's kind of exciting. Tampa Bay, they got the torch right now. They ain't make too many moves, and they should re-sign AB though, definitely. But that's the best free agent, to me, is the Super Bowl champs, the people who, really didn't need to make no moves. The Raiders is the losers. I'll admit that, being the losing, being on my team sucks right now. But they getting worse. Shit.
Only because of the defense, by the way. The Raiders was the best team on the panel last season before they start losing down the stretch.
I'm talking about right now in free agency. Like, they doing horrible. We lost offensive linemen. We lost receivers. We lost. And then we got our coach looking stupid, So he getting paid too much money for these to be the results.
Way too much money.
I'm disappointed. He getting paid. He getting paid more than most of everybody on the roster. So
Right.
5 year, $100 million. So
Right.
I'm like, come on, bro. We need better results. I think that he tried to rock with Carr when he shouldn't have rocked with him. I think he needed a new quarterback. He didn't really believe in him. Yep. He needed to do his own thing. But we'll see what happens. We'll see, where these big pieces go. What do y'all think about the Chiefs? Do y'all think they overrated? That's what I want to know.
I'll tell you this much. I don't think the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl because they lost some 2 key O-linemen. Think about it. Mahomes was on a run in the Super Bowl. I get it. Everybody on Mahomes, talking about Mahomes, the truth. Put it this way. I even saw Ryan Clark put Mahomes in his top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Are you kidding me? A quarterback that's only been playing for 4 seasons in the top 5? Please.
Dooley,
that's the commentating nowadays. I don't like it. And everybody just praising because they already made it. Like, come on, man. Like,
I'm gonna say, y'all
might. I think that was Max Kellerman too saying that he's the
Ryan Clark.
Takes, man. Like,
okay, but Steve, they said it too.
Y'all might hate me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it, and I, to the heart, feel like this because I know what talent is, not by accolades. That's what I place on my all time. I look at talent, not accolades too a little bit, but talent.
I don't look at
Your
talent.
impact. I think Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time because of his talent. I know he hasn't won.
I'm sorry,
but he's a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Otherwise, he's a better quarterback than Tom Brady is.
How do you judge better? What are your qualifications for being better?
Okay, for being a quarterback, first of all, number one, throwing the ball. He's a better thrower.
Then he's a better thrower of the ball than anybody who you've ever seen.
Yes.
Okay.
He's more athletic than Tom Brady. That's a bonus. You don't have to be athletic to be quarterback, but if you are,
is he the most athletic that you've ever seen?
No.
Okay. What else? So
I'm
passing, athleticism. What else?
I'm comparing him to Tom Brady because y'all think he's.
I know, but about a lot of being quarterback, a lot of what's necessary is up here. It's not even with talent.
But
educate him. He's stuttering.
I'm glad you said that because it speaks volumes when he's that young and win his first Super Bowl. If we talking about up here, it speaks volumes. You got to be hella smart and have a hell of an IQ to be like early 20. I don't know how old he was the first Super Bowl championship. 22, 23 probably, somewhere around there.
One of the youngest to ever win it. One of the youngest to ever win.
But not the youngest though.
But then again, when you got to look at those the weapons he had, ain't nobody had those kind of weapons in NFL history at that age. Name another quarterback who had those kind of weapons that young.
Tom Brady
had weapons.
Yes.
To go back to the E question, saying overrated. I do Chiefs overrated because they do have one weapon, and that's that speed demon. If anything can have that, and they got Kelsey too.
Yeah,
but
they had dude who with the Browns now. Before he was going crazy.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
underrated now. He's underrated to me. I mean, overrated. I'm sorry, overrated.
Kareem Hunt will run.
He don't have nobody throwing him the ball.
Right.
Kelsey choked in the Super Bowl. This past Super Bowl, he choked. He choked his ass off.
Mahomes choked too.
Did he, or did they not for Mahomes? So Mahomes didn't have no time to get the ball. Let's just be honest. Every time they snapped the ball, Mahomes was on the run. Let's just keep it lit for the Super Bowl, okay? He was on the run.
That's not the best. He the best ever. You got to get it done. He the best ever.
I didn't call him the best ever. I'm just telling you what happened.
Next.
Oh, okay. Nah, but let's not get too deep in on this, man. I appreciate y'all for being here. We're gonna wrap things up right now. Anything else y'all gotta say to the people, man? Go ahead.
No, not really.
No, it's all good. Hey, thanks for having us. Tap in anytime.
Appreciate it. No, for real. Now, I appreciate y'all coming on my show, showing me love. It's something I really appreciate, man. So thank y'all. Special shout out from me to y'all right now, But anyways, y'all, this Dat Man Dooley Live. We signing out, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Holla at your boy, Dat Man
Dooley.